Alright, we're back. Welcome back to the Vape Cave, guys. Today we have a review for you. It's going to be a mod review on the Copper Panzer clone mod through fasttech. Yes. Now, since MCV in the Philippines never did a Copper Panzer, this here, yes, it is a clone of the Panzer, but the Panzer, they never did a copper one, so yeah, it's kind of shaky on the clone authentic type thing because they never did it. So well, yeah, so I got this from fasttech, or as we all love to call them, slow tech, because they love to take their sweet time with getting anything out to anybody. This device it's really nice. Enjoyed a lot of the things I'd seen about the original Panzer, about the Black Hawk Panzer, and when I saw that fasttech decided, they had gotten a hold of a bunch of the Copper Panzers, I said I was going to pick one up. Now, for 26 bucks, you can't beat that, guys. This thing is 99% copper. It's very nice. There's not much bad to say about it. I had an issue once during my Vape Summit recap video when I had first gotten this device. Had where the firing button got a little bit hot on me through a short or something in it. I only happened that one time on camera. Lucky me. Haven't had it since, so there hasn't really been any issues other than when I first got this device. It was supposed to, say that it has a floating 510 center pin, or a floating contact here, and I went to go screw on my first Addy, and there was a huge gap. I mean, nothing would sit flush on this thing, and I know that with this being copper, you don't want to force anything because you risk damaging your threading inside of here, especially when your 510 threading is all copper. So throughout the last couple of weeks that I've owned this device, I've put on, taken off many different Addies, and slowly through time, about 2 days ago, I went to go put my Zenith on here, and it screwed on absolutely flush, and I am absolutely loving this. So my biggest con was the gap, and that gap is gone, so I no longer have any kind of an issue with that. I've not had an issue with the firing button since that first video, and this thing is performing awesome. So let's go ahead and let's take it down to the table, break it apart, show you the pieces of it, and then we'll come back up and I'll vape on it a second and we'll take a final thought. So let's get down to the table, guys. Alright, we're back. We're back here looking at the Copper Panzer. Now, this thing here's got a few different pieces to it. We've got your, we got your top cap. You've got your 18650 extension tube. Your 18490 500 tube. Spare battery not included. We have the 18350 tube, the main tube, and then we have your firing assembly. So, and then, Addy on my Addy stand here. Alright, let's look at all the parts now. I'm going to start out with the top cap. Now, originally when I ordered this from fasttech, I was told that there wasn't supposed to be any identifying marks from MCV or panzer or anything. None of that was supposed to be on there. I was a little bit happy when it did, actually. Like, I was expecting it to not have anything on it, and then it did. That, yeah, kind of made me happy a little bit, guys. So, start out here, we have copper top cap, copper 510 threading, copper 510 connection plate right there. Now, here we have your Delrin insulation, and then we have your screw that we adjust for battery rattle. Now, for some reason this one here, I'm not sure if this is like this on all the Panzers, but at least on this one here, this thing sticks out a ridiculous amount. Like, I don't know if that was intended by Panzer, by MCV. You know, I found it to be a little bit weird, and especially for that it has to sit out so far to adjust for the battery rattle. And then, so we have your next one, we have your 18650 tube, or you can use it as your 18490 or 500 tube, depending on what battery you're wanting to use in it. There's various different setups that you can do. So we have just your 3 main tubes here. I mean, the main tube here is very nice. I mean, just like your other Panzers, just pure copper, solid copper down through the tube. Like this thing, it's got a really nice low voltage drop. I can go through and do a voltage drop test here as soon as I get done with everything. So next, last piece we have right now is the firing button. Now we have a piece of Delrin here for the bottom of the battery, and then we have your copper negative contact plate, and we have a reverse threaded locking ring, just like the other Panzers. So we take it out, and then nothing. Bring it back in. We have fire. So take this thing apart here as I go through, push the firing button in, and then we can unscrew your negative contact here. So we unscrew that, and then inside of your firing assembly here, this is spring-loaded firing switch. I'm pretty sure you can switch it out for magnets. I've not had an issue with this spring in here. The throw is very nice. It hits very well. The contact is very easy to make, very short throw. This assembly is very nice. We have the traditional gas mask logo on the firing button, and serial number on this is 283. So that's how the firing switch is taken apart, put back together. And let's go ahead and put our copper Panzer back together. I forgot to mention, inside of the main 18350 tube, there is 4 air holes punched into it for battery venting. So that is very good. And put our 18490 500 tube back on, our 18650 tube, our 18650 battery, and then back to the top cap. Now let's just do this here real quick. Oh shit, lost my top cap. Alright, so this thing here, we have, I put it in quite a bit. It's still sticking out quite a ways, but I put it back in. Yeah. that's a lot of battery rattle in there. Nothing's going to make any kind of connection. So we got to take this thing out as pretty much as far as we can before the thing falling out on its own. Still got some battery rattle. And now we're good. Honestly, the threads on this are really nice for being just all copper. They seem to be pretty thick. There's not any thin threads for the copper to get stuck to itself. So that's very nice. Really like that. And go through, detach my Addy from my Addy stand. Throw it back on the panzer. Alright, we have fire. Yes. Alright, so let's take it back up top and talk about it, give you my final thoughts on this. See you up top, guys. Alright, we are back from looking down at the table at the Copper Panzer clone. Now, as I said, I mentioned in the beginning that when I first got this thing, nothing would sit flush on it. Absolutely annoyed me for the first 2.5 weeks that I owned this device, but now that I got it sitting nice and flush, I absolutely love this. I love this device over most of my other copper devices. One of the main reasons why I love this device so much is that while all my other copper mods turn my palms, the inside here, turns everything green, this mod does not and will not do it for some reason, and I love it. Like, I don't have to worry about when I'm going into work, like, do I gotta wash my hands extra much, you know, just because of the copper turning my hands green. I don't have to worry about that with this device. So thumbs up to whoever made this run of copper panzers and sold them to fasttech to sell out to everybody else for dirt cheap. Now, if you don't mind waiting for fasttech, you can't beat $26 for a copper mod that hits absolutely amazingly. Crap, I forgot to do my voltage drop test, so I'm going to do that right now for you guys. My trusty little test meter here. I should get a better battery for this. This thing here is not doing so well. So, here's a freshly brand new charged 18 VCT5 battery, guys. So, yeah, we have 4.12 for the start, and we have here one of my, ooh, no, not that one. Let's go with this one here. Yes. I have a 1 ohm K-Fun here that, oh, it's fine. 1 ohm is definitely a good marker to do a voltage drop test from. So, I just like to loosen up my Addy so I can get a check. We have 4.2 or 4.12 to start, and we have 3.99. So 4.12, 3.99. We have a 0.12 voltage drop. very nice, guys, for $26 mod, you know. Can't really beat that. So really, if you're really into copper and you're not looking to really pay what some of the prices are for some of the high-end devices, $26 for a device with really low voltage drop that is all copper, can't beat it, guys. So if you want to, go over to Slow Tech and pick yourself up a copper panzer, guys. That's about it. That's really all I have to say on that. And I've quite enjoyed the fact that I get my Addy to screw down all the way flush, and I get a really good connection and really good vape quality. So let me take one for the road, and I'll see you guys later, YouTube. I'm out.